Hey everyone, I'm Praveen and welcome to AI Sparks, where artificial intelligence meets innovation and excitement. On this channel, we spark curiosity and ignite imagination with AI powered insights, tutorials, and explorations. From machine learning to robotics, we'll dive into the future today. Imagine this, you're building an AI agent. It's smart, it's ambitious, but it's stuck because every time it thinks, it has to ask just one model in just one way. And you're sitting there thinking, there has to be a better system than hard coding models and praying nothing breaks. Now imagine asking an AI to follow that conversation. That's the world this paper steps into. That's where OpenClaw enters the story. And today, I'll walk you through how OpenClaw plugs into OpenRouter like a nervous system connecting your brain to the outside world. So, what's the problem OpenClaw is actually solving? Most agent frameworks talk to models directly. One API key, one provider, one failure point. But real agents need flexibility. They need fallbacks. They need different models for different tasks. And they need to switch without rewriting half the code base. OpenClaw is an agent runtime. OpenRouter is the model router. Together, they decouple thinking from where the thinking happens. Here's the core idea. OpenClaw doesn't care which model you use. It only cares about the format. You configure OpenClaw to talk to OpenRouter. OpenRouter then decides whether that request goes to GPT-4 Claude Mixtral or something else entirely. From OpenClaw's perspective, it's just one endpoint. That means you get automatic routing, model fallbacks, and centralized billing without touching your agent logic. Think of it like calling one phone number and OpenRouter figures out who actually picks up. Let's talk setup because this part is refreshingly simple. First, you install OpenClaw. Then you run its setup wizard. When it asks for a provider, you choose OpenRouter. You paste in your OpenRouter API key. That's it. Behind the scenes, OpenClaw configures its model registry to use OpenRouter's OpenAI compatible interface. No custom adapters, no weird SDK glue. Now comes the fun part, model selection. In OpenClaw, models are defined by name, and OpenRouter accepts names like the provider/model. So instead of locking yourself to one vendor, you can define different models per task. Reasoning model for planning, cheaper model for tool calls, fallback model if something times out. OpenRouter handles the logic. OpenClaw just keeps moving forward. This is where agents start to feel resilient. You can even go further. OpenClaw supports multiple channels. Each channel can use a different model config. So your chat channel might use a conversational model while your execution channel uses something faster and cheaper. Same agent, different brains, zero code duplication. Now let's talk pitfalls because there are a few. First, model names must match exactly. If OpenRouter doesn't recognize it, the request fails silently. Second, don't forget rate limits. OpenRouter protects you, but your agent can still overwhelm itself. Practical tip, start with one model, add routing logic later. Debugging is much easier that way. Once everything's running, you start OpenClaw. Requests flow through OpenRouter. Usage shows up in one place. You can swap models without redeploying, experiment without fear, and finally treat models as infrastructure, not hard dependencies. This is how agent systems scale without collapsing. So here's the real takeaway. OpenClaw gives your agent structure. OpenRouter gives it freedom. And once you separate reasoning from routing, you'll never go back. Next time, we'll explore what happens when agents start choosing their own models. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and comment which AI system you want to build next. Stay sparked. See you in the next video.